morning, everyone. I just wanted to talk about a couple things about doing art. And as I'm now trying to make this a full-time business, and I'm doing fairly well actually, which is really nice. It's only been not quite a year yet, so I'm happy about where it's progressing now. But what I'm finding is balance, I think, between doing commission work and doing what I want to do as the subject matter. And I think for most of last year, I tended to do mostly commission work, which I love. I absolutely love doing commission work. There's some pros and cons to that, and then balancing what I want to do as a subject matter. And there's again pros and cons for that as well, that I just thought I'd touch base with, and kind of my thoughts on that. Just a nice short little video. But yeah, first off, I'll just talk about this piece here that I just did, and it is sold, so very excited about that. But the freedom of being able to choose a subject matter, I think, is wonderful. You get to choose the subject matter, the composition, the color choices. You can be a little bit more, I find, for me, at this point, a little bit more bold and experimental in my choices, which I really am enjoying, because if it doesn't go well, I can absolutely just scrap it, and nobody will ever know unless I want them to, which is great. So this one here actually came about after I had tried doing this subject matter here. I didn't finish it, as you can tell. I wasn't sure I liked the composition. I did like the clouds, that sort of thing, and I think it became too busy, and I think it was structured, and I think for me, it comes from my commission work. My commission work, I try to be really technical and lots of detail and a lot of just standard traditional composition. This is what I see, the color choices, all that. And so I felt that this was really, really tight. I don't mind, actually, now that I've had time to look at it, I don't mind it in the composition part of it. I think I overworked the sky a little bit. I do love the clouds, but I think it's too busy. The focal point was the building and not the sky, and I think that's where I started getting lost in me trying to be really precise of what I was seeing. And I think that's where this comes about. But this was very important because I kind of got this out of my system and then went, okay, let's just scrap this building altogether for now, and then kind of revisit something else that I had taken a photo of, and this one here. And I liked the composition. It's a little bit pushed to one side, which I really like. It's not something typical that you usually see. And so I loved the signage and this building and the building choice colors and stuff. And so I was able to push it a little bit more, and I sort of let myself be free and put some purples, obviously, that wasn't there. And this red isn't true to the red to the building, but I liked the color choice between this cream color that I chose and this blue. And so I thought it worked really, really well. And I think I wouldn't have got here if I hadn't pushed myself through and did this one first and realized what I liked and what I didn't like about it. So I thought that was interesting. I'm doing a whole bunch of watercolors at the moment because I'm finding that I'm really enjoying the freedom and the immediacy of it, and the spontaneity of watercolor, as you can control it to a certain degree. But unfortunately, watercolor has a mind of its own, and it will do what it wants to do. And I had done this one first, and I really loved it as well. But again, I found that I was a little bit more tight, like I do with my commission work. And so for me, I love the end result, but again, I was drawing what I saw and not what I kind of was feeling, and where I got to this one here. So I'm really excited for the next few paintings that I'm going to be doing in this series, and so look forward to that. But going back to commission work, I really do love doing commission work. I do like that. I love the the interaction with the clients. I like the back and forth conversations that we have and what they want to see in the picture. Again, the size, all of that. So there's that beautiful aspect of it. And then I also like, for me, I do basically pencil portraits or pencil drawings rather of in my commission work, and I really love pencil. Pencil has always been my first medium that I fell in love with, and I like the technical skill that I have, and I love how much I'm pushing myself and getting those values that I'm doing nowadays. And so, and I like, in a weird sense, I really do like deadlines. I know most artists are like, oh my God, I hate deadlines, but I actually like them. I don't, if they're too, turn around in 2 days or 3 days, yeah, that I don't care for, but deadlines give me a goal, and it's sort of like, okay, I need to produce this by this time, and it keeps me on track. If I get commissions that say, oh, whenever, I actually have to ask the client, it's like, okay, or at least tell them, it's like, yeah, I'll give this back to you in 2 to 3 weeks, whatever that looks like, depending on the off subject matter, of course, because if it's just whenever, I get sucked into things that, other projects and things that I'm doing. And then it's like, it's farther down the road than it needs to be sometimes. So for me, I love deadlines. And I even create deadlines for things that I'm drawing myself so that I can have more of a structure of my day. So anyways, I just thought I'd pop on and just talk about that balance, which I like. Balance of my own work and the commission work, and I love both of them, but I'm really glad that this year I've really been focusing on doing both instead of last year where it was all commission work all the time, and I felt I was getting a little more constrained because I was doing for others and not just for myself. So this year, so far, so good, and yeah, like I said, this one sold right away, and I'm super happy about that, and I can't wait for what this rest of this year brings. All right, stay creative, everyone.